Tuesdays, we have a stock pickers club meeting. And there are some really cool names out there that if the communications sector has just been absolutely destroyed. And if you believe the first 2 week study, I think the communications sector could do a bit better. It's got this very wide W, and you can see that this is the Facebooks and the Netflix. And I think I heard Google laid off a whole bunch of people today. Amazon, of course, down on its knees, but you can see the logic behind this big old weekly W. And you can see it. Basically, all I do is, you all know how much I love M's and W's, so it shouldn't shock you. There's a big honking weekly W. Brian went and picked up a little bit of that for his registered account. So that was something I did a little bit of buying in here. I also bought a little bit just because I like the idea of accumulating into the spring, the grain story. I think the grains are going to have a pretty good year. And I'm not exactly sure what the story is here specifically with regard to the grains, but we were looking at this company, and I know one of our site members, actually our marketing sort of arm guy who actually does all the blogs. If you read the blogs, he does a fantastic job on the blogs. He was really interested in this name. Nice weekly W down in here. Then we had a pretty big pop. You can see just this past spring. Then price worked its way back down into 78.6s, and then put in a nice little fractal bottom in here off of 78.6 there, and basically 88.6 here. So I went and picked up a little bit of that guy. That was kind of a fun trade. Not really pounding the table, but I do like some of the names. Oh yeah, you know what it was? It was Kathy Wood's story. I don't necessarily endorse Kathy. I mean, I think she's just another fund manager. It's kind of sad the way the story went. Pretty typical. But she did have one name, and I did do some buying, and I kind of like the story going forward. The only problem is it's not really politically correct now. I didn't want to chase, so I wasn't allowed to buy it when everybody was in love with this stuff earlier. But this little guy here, he's come right back down against his bottom, so I went and did a little bit of nibbling off that. Nice little railroad tracks there on the weekly chart against the bottom end of the range. So that also picked up another couple hundred shares there for my RSP on that one today. So I did do a little bit of shopping in the stock market.